In a moment of reckoning that has sent shockwaves through both domestic and international political spheres, President Cyril Ramaphosa has officially broken his silence amid mounting controversies involving several senior African National Congress (ANC) members entangled in legal and diplomatic scandals abroad. For weeks, whispers of corruption, money laundering, and misuse of diplomatic immunity have swirled around the party as multiple ANC officials became subjects of investigation in countries ranging from the United Arab Emirates to Switzerland and Singapore. Now, with international media outlets capturing every unfolding headline and diplomatic tensions brewing beneath the surface, South Africans were waiting with bated breath for their president to speak. And he finally did, at the Union Buildings in Pretoria, where he addressed the nation in a stern, emotionally charged broadcast. "We are being watched by the world." In his opening remarks, President Ramaphosa did not mince words. "Let me be clear, what has transpired in recent weeks regarding some members of our party is not only deeply concerning but utterly unacceptable. We are being watched by the world, and our actions abroad reflect the values, or lack thereof, that we carry within." The president's address followed the arrest of ANC-linked delegates in Dubai last month, who were caught attempting to transport undeclared valuables, including large sums of cash and luxury watches, without proper clearance. Just days later, reports emerged from Geneva that a South African diplomat, reportedly aligned with an ANC faction, had been detained for allegedly funneling illicit funds through offshore accounts. The latest blow came this week when two ANC-aligned business figures were reportedly interrogated in Singapore over alleged procurement fraud involving state-owned entities. Ramaphosa's speech struck a noticeably different tone than previous statements that often lean toward internal resolution and party unity. "We will not protect criminality. If you wear the badge of the ANC, then you must wear the weight of its values. There is no place for greed, dishonor, or arrogance in our ranks," he declared, eyes visibly tired but voice unwavering. He also emphasized that the ANC must hold itself accountable, both internally and through cooperation with international law enforcement agencies. This marked a potential departure from the party's traditionally guarded response to scandal and an implicit admission that external scrutiny may now be necessary. These are no longer just internal matters. The reputation of South Africa is on the line. The trust of our people is being eroded, and I will not stand by and allow it to be swept under the carpet. Additionally, the president has reportedly been in communication with the Department of International Relations and Cooperation, DIRCO, instructing them to fully cooperate with any foreign investigations. This move signals a readiness to embrace transparency, even at the cost of exposing deeper systemic flaws. Despite the president's call for unity and integrity, insiders reveal a growing fracture within the ANC. Some factions are allegedly pushing back, accusing Ramaphosa of playing into the hands of Western influence and using the scandal to consolidate his power base ahead of the next national election. Others, however, have come out in full support, applauding the president for taking a tough stance and attempting to restore the party's tattered image. "This is a watershed moment," said one senior party member anonymously. "We either rise and reform, or we watch our legacy collapse completely." Across social media platforms and radio call-in shows, the public's reaction has been mixed but largely colored by deep frustration. Citizens are expressing exhaustion with a cycle of scandal and silence that, for many, now defines South African politics. "This is not the ANC of Mandela anymore," one caller lamented on Radio 702. "How many chances do they expect us to give?" Others are demanding arrests, resignations, and a full-scale judicial inquiry. Civil society groups are planning demonstrations, and opposition parties like the DA and EFF have pounced on the moment to amplify their calls for change. As the scandal unfolds, much remains uncertain. Will the implicated officials face consequences, or will political maneuvering once again shield them from justice? Will Ramaphosa's strong words lead to tangible reforms, or are they another hollow attempt at damage control? For now, one thing is clear: President Cyril Ramaphosa has broken his silence, and with it, perhaps, opened the door to a new chapter of accountability for South Africa's ruling party.